through there as well. Now, let's take a look at Route 295. You've got occasional delays now coming down Route 295. On the 95 at School Street, you can expect a little bit of a delay here and there getting through there. But on 95 northbound, as we take a look at Thurbers Avenue, it's all bumper to bumper there because of an accident just clearing out of the way right by the Thurbers Avenue on-ramp. I'm Malcolm Alter, Eyewitness News.
Thanks, it. Let's
do that again.
All right.
It's Monday.
Thanks, Malcolm. That's it for Eyewitness News this morning.
But keep it right here because the Road Show starts right now.
Live from Fox Providence, this is The Rhode Show.
Well, this morning in the Road Show, the Patriots are teaming up with a local charity to help kids, and we'll show you how they're making a difference.
That's the kicker throwing a football, Stephen Guskowski. In any event, never too early to think about the weekend. This artist giving us a preview of a great event, the Providence Street Painting Festival. He'll share his art with us.
And in the kitchen, we're cooking with Blazy Side in honor of the upcoming Southern New England Women's Expo. Today we're making that coconut pot mussels. Find the recipe at foxprovidence.com.
Who could that
Who's
be?
that
Wait a second, who is that? Good morning.
We have an imposter.
We do. Good morning, welcome to the Road Show. It is Monday, September 27th, 2010. I'm Elizabeth Hopkins.
It's a great morning. We finally got rid of Ben.
Yes, oh, you're free. No.
This is what happens when you leave the door open and it's a rainy Monday morning and
Yes,
let anybody
yes.
wander in.
So who are you
So
and
it's
what are you
great to be
doing
here.
here?
I'm Dean Harrington. I'm CEO of Shamrock Financial. And
That's right.
how did I get here? I think it's a pretty interesting story.
Yeah.
About a year ago at this time, my daughter Lauren, 8 years old at the time, was in Hasbro in intensive care with H1N1. We all remember the scare of H1N1 from a year ago. She spent about 5 days in there, and my neighborhood came together since she missed Halloween, and they recreated Halloween a couple of weeks later.
Oh, that's awesome.
Which is just the kind of neighborhood that I have. Well, about early February, we put together a trip to the Hasbro Gala, which is their annual fundraiser, which is just it's a big Hasbro prom, if you will.
Yeah, it is.
I've
It's
been
a
there.
good
It's
time.
an awesome time.
Oh, it's got to be one of the most fun times of the year. And so our neighborhood got a limo bus, and we all went there. We got 2 tables. Somewhere along the line, they auctioned off an opportunity to be here, and either through too much wine
I was
or
going to say,
too much wine.
how many adult beverages did you have that night?
A few too many. What's funny is I don't think I ever turned around and looked at the auctioneer. I just kept raising my hand.
Sure.
I'll take it.
With the prompting of everyone in the neighborhood. So that's how I landed here.
And here you are.
Yeah,
How do
excited
you
to be here.
feel?
It's thrilling to be here. I can't believe you guys get up this early and begin this.
Oh, tell me about it.
I think you're all insane. I mean, when I'm up at that hour, I don't want anybody looking at me. And I don't want to talk to anyone, never mind actually on television.
Well, I come in with all rollers and some sneakers, and Patrick, you know.
Glasses on, hair slicked back.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes I come to work, my pajamas are still on.
It's
you
true.
know, I have
It's
a
true.
lineup of suits over there in the closet. So
Don't forget about your smoking jacket, a la
Yes.
Hugh Hefner.
That's right, I have that. I actually shave in the car when I'm driving into the honor, you know, the electric razor. So it is an unusual shift to be on.
Yeah.
But what you do, see, I was a business major in college, okay? And something happened along the way that I think I was supposed to do what you do for a living, but then I decided to, I don't know.
Hang around and play on the internet?
Yeah,
Is that what
right,
you
right,
do?
yeah, right,
I think
like you do,
That's what I do.
But then I ended up wearing makeup for a living and coming on TV. And unfortunately, we don't have the picture, but this morning, he was here with his little apron on, getting all made up with his
Well,
TV
you
makeup
have
on.
I'll tell you what's nice is it's nice to have a Monday morning where someone else is doing my makeup for me.
Oh, okay,
And
because
that's the
normally it's
thrilling
you
part.
doing it.
Normally it's myself or my wife or whoever wants to finger paint me.
I like that.
So,
I like that.
so it actually worked out pretty well.
Well,
this
we're
morning.
happy to have you, and
It's great to be here.
no matter what the story was that brought you to us, we're glad you're here.
Oh, it's nice to be here.
By the way, tell people how your daughter's doing now.
She's doing wonderful, absolutely fantastic. She recovered pretty quickly. Fortunately, through the great care of Hasbro and our post-care with our pediatricians and our specialists, and she's doing great. She turned 9 a few weeks ago, and she's pretty fired up.
And are they watching this morning? I
They're
know you've got one daughter here.
That is the
That's the
daughter.
one.
That's
Oh,
that's
that
the
is
one.
the daughter
There
that's
she
here.
is.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
it's
Is
going
the
to make
rest
a
of your
road show
family?
debut.
Yeah.
Is the
There
rest
she
of your
is.
family watching this
they
morning?
are.
Hi.
Actually, my older 2 children are in Cleveland and in St. Petersburg, Florida, respectively, and my 4-year-old is not fit yet for television.
Okay, gotcha. They're not
So,
ready for primetime player of your group.
Yeah, she would become the show if she were here. So we'll,
Very nice.
so
You
that's
know,
it.
Patrick's got one of those too at home.
I do. You've probably heard me talk about my daughter
Yes.
quite a bit on TV.
She would become the star of the show. You put her on here.
She's
for
trying. She's certainly trying. It's good to have you here. I
Yeah.
mean, we
It's
really
great to be
miss
here.
Ben. Wink, wink.
Yeah.
Not really, but.
well, I think he flies back from Tampa at 10:20, and I think according to his early Facebook this morning, he was looking for a ride home. So if anyone out there in the listening audience or watching audience,
Boy,
pick
that
up
doesn't
Ben.
sound like Ben, does it?
Right
Pick up
in.
Ben at 10:20, will you?
Well, I do like that he actually took over your job one morning.
He did. Actually, he went into the early afternoon, which is a little bit later than I normally get
Okay.
to work-wise, and apparently he had a lot of fun with it.
Cracking the whip, I
So
hear.
yeah, we'll be seeing that later on in the
All
show.
right.
So it'll
Ben
be,
is the CEO for a
Hey,
day.
nice
CEO.
tease, by the way.
Yeah, good job. You
Yeah,
teased ahead to
well
later in the
done.
show. That's very good. You've been watching.
I knew that.
You
Rebecca did a good job this morning.
Here's another story that we've been talking about. You know, we've all been hearing about this bed bug infestation in New York City.
Yeah, it's
from
awesome.
I know, it's terrible. From the Empire State Building to several movie theaters. I even heard they found a bed bug in Bloomingdale's, of all places. But now, wait, here's the part
Okay.
that really bothers me. Now, get ready to itch. They're on the rise in Rhode Island, too. Now, according to the Providence Journal, a couple from California awoke in their Warwick hotel room to find bugs crawling all over their bed. I just had a moment with Wendy, our photographer. We are skeeved by this. The tiny bloodsuckers are not known to transmit disease. Their bites can cause swelling, though, itching, and severe allergic reactions. And hospitals and colleges could also be at risk with so many people moving in and out. Really, it was just a matter of time because this is at epidemic levels in New York and even a little bit in New Jersey. So, oh boy, this is not good news for us. Not good news.
That you
at
can
all.
see them? I
Oh,
didn't
yeah.
think you could see them. I
Oh,
thought
yeah.
they were like those type of bugs that.
They're not like dust mites where they're microscopic.
Right. I'm allergic to those
They're
dust
bigger
mite
than that.
things. But so you can see the bed bugs crawling around?
Yeah.
Any issues with bed bugs?
We should just tell them what the unemployment rate is in Rhode Island, and
That's
they
right.
won't be here anymore. They'll say, there's no jobs here. I'm not hanging around this place.
Good
But,
thinking.
I mean, if they speak English.
A Patriots player was arrested over the weekend in New England. Why am I laughing? New England Patriots defensive back Brett Lockett was taken into custody early Saturday morning in Providence. I'll be honest with you, I did sports for 15 years around here. I've never heard of this guy. But he was arrested for failure to move and disorderly conduct outside a nightclub called View Lounge. He was released and is expected in court at a later date. So far, the Patriots have not commented.
Very interesting. Failure to move for me is when I refuse to get up in the morning to come into work. Totally different.
What did it
failure.
feel like when the alarm went off this morning?
Yeah,
what
that
time
hurt
did it go
a little
off?
bit.
You know what? I'm up early a lot of mornings.
Okay.
Again,
What's
just
early?
not-
Like what?
I'm normally up by 6, 6:15.
That's
Six.
That's lunch.
I know.
Piss
I know.
pot.
That's
Lunchtime
lunch,
for
that's
us.
lunch,
3:15 the alarm goes
That's
off.
early appetizers, 3:15. I can't imagine.
Hurts
If
a
the
little bit.
3:15 went off, it's because something went wrong.
Okay,
Something
right,
went
true.
really wrong somewhere.
Hey, you
if I'm
know,
up that hour.
it's also very cold when you go get up that early in the
does
morning,
seem cold.
right? You turn on your heat and stuff, but it
Anyway,
was,
we're here.
It was sort of a hot weekend in Providence, though. Legendary DJ Funkmaster Flex was in town.
Big fan of his work? Dean?
Never miss anything. Never miss anything he ever did.
He was promoting his 5-city car show tour. The car show took place yesterday afternoon at the convention center with several hip-hop musicians performing while people checked out the latest in custom cars and bikes. The show has been going on for 10 years in other cities like New York, and we actually talked to Funkmaster Flex and decided about why he decided to bring it to Providence. Take a look at this.
Been to Rhode Island, so I want to come, and I want to hook up with Hot 106 because I know they do a lot of good events, and I knew the two of us together would make it crazy. I know the Providence hip-hop fans love hip-hop. They love to come out. They come out peaceful, and that's always good, and we're going to continue that tradition.
All right, so another, moment of Providence drawing some big names here. That is pretty cool.
All right, it's a tough act to follow, but
Yeah, it's not easy to follow Funkmaster Flex.
no. But I have a very good feeling that these two people they'll do just fine, following in Funkmaster Flex footsteps. Dean's on the move. Look at him.
I know, look.
How about that? He's smooth transition.
smooth.
That's right. Funkmaster is on Cat Country, right?
Yes, yes.
Hey, I'm in here in the New England Tech Center. Melissa is live blogging on foxprovidence.com. What's going on, Melissa?
Well, good morning, Dean,
morning.
and welcome to the show. You're doing a great job.
Oh, it's 3 minutes in.
We're very, very happy to have you. And the
great to be
Roach the Roach is actually searching for a new star. So
Are they really?
They are. I
So
think-
this is an audition?
it could be.
See, I thought this was a charity event.
I was going to say, if
Now
things
I'm
don't
ner-
work
now I'm
out with
nervous.
the
Now
CEO
I'm suddenly
thing,
upset.
maybe you can try out. Well, first there was Sean, then there was Ben. So who will be the next co-host of The Road Show? If you think you have what it takes to be the next superstar on morning TV, here's your chance to be Rhode Island's next celebrity. Maybe it's Dean. And if you can't make it to our casting call, there's no excuses here because for the first time, we're taking online entries. If you want to try to win a guaranteed audition, just head to our website, foxprovidence.com, and upload your video. We've actually already gotten a bunch of talented Rhode Island Rhode Island Roadshow hopefuls, hoping to make it big. So make sure you show us your personality and your passion for television and try out in person. You can come on down to Twin River Casino on Tuesday, October 12th from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. and see if you've got what it takes to be the next co-host of the Roadshow. So good luck to everyone out there who tries out. And you never know, Dean.
You never know.
See what happens.
Now let's head over to the kitchen with Patrick.
All right, Dean. You get to come hang out in the kitchen with me later on. Looking forward to that. This is Chef Ash from Blaze East Side joining us this morning.
Good morning.
Good to see you again. We got some mussels, some garlic bread. This is all part of the Southeastern, Southern New England Women's Expo. You're going to be part of that this weekend.
The restaurant is going to be a part of that.
Nice,
yes.
nice. All right. So we'll talk more about that a little bit later. Let's talk about the ingredients.
Well, the dish.
What is it? We got Thai coconut pot of mussels.
Exactly. So we have a few spices and a few ingredients that are very predominant on the dish. Curry powder, some coconut milk. We use our Trinity spice mix as we call it. It's a blend of 3 different chili peppers. Some fish sauce, which is very authentic to Thai foods. Some sriracha chili sauce, which is something very similar to our hot sauce, but made from Thai ingredients. And we got some fresh minced ginger, garlic, some fresh cilantro that finishes the dish. And this is pretty much Thai ingredients.
I see a lot of spices there.
There are a lot of
little
spices.
kick to this dish this morning, huh?
That's how we cook at Blaze.
Okay, that's right. All right, good to see you again here, and we'll start cooking this up in our next segment. As always, you can find the recipe and the ingredients online at foxprovidence.com. Back to you.
All right, Patrick, thanks. This morning, we continue our series, Coffee with the Candidates, to help you get to know the candidates running for office in the upcoming elections on a personal level. And joining us this morning is independent candidate for governor, Joe Lucy. Thanks for being here this morning.
Thanks for having me.
First of all, what I think is really interesting about you deciding to get into politics is that you've actually never held political office before. So what kind of advantage do you think that gives you?
That's an obvious advantage. I think people are looking for something out of left field, and I'm that candidate, but not without, a lack of credibility. Not unlike, say, a teacher, I think politicians need to have come from reality, and I certainly come from reality. I feel I'm an excellent candidate for governor.
Well, let me talk to you a little bit about, your personal interests, because you have a wide array of things that you're interested in, like Tai Chi and guitar and that sort of thing. Is that, what kind of things do you enjoy doing in your personal time?
Well, Tai Chi is a good metaphor because there is something called Chi, which every body has. We generate, we interact with it. And I've been studying for 10 years, and I may know 2 or 3%. I'm, still very much a novice. But you go on faith, and you go on the idea that with enough discipline and enough work that you're going to eventually get in touch with it. So I feel that in politics or society, there's an element of faith that I think is really missing, and I want to bring that back to politics.
What do you do in your professional life?
Whatever I want. No, I've been a developer. You kind of hit the wall with real estate around here. I've got some things going out in Idaho. And I feel that, with my insight in what's happening, I think I can really articulate some of the problems that Rhode Island faces beyond any other ability that any of the other candidates have.
What is one thing that you want voters to know about you? I mean, since you haven't established your name in the political arena, what would you like them to know about you?
Well, I'd like them to know that I stand for a very simple message, which I believe in personal freedom, I believe in state freedom and national freedom, and I think our level of debt on every level has been encroaching upon that freedom. So my platform really revolves around the idea that the national debt, our state debt, and our personal debt lies at the root of these issues, and we need to face this head on. I believe the earth is round in a financial sense. The debt does matter. We need to face this without kicking the can down the road.
Well, thanks so much for being here this morning. We really appreciate it.
Me.
And to learn more about Joe's take on political issues, all you have to do is head over to foxprovidence.com. Time now to get a check on weather with meteorologist Michelle Muscatello, and it looks like we're going to be waterlogged for much of this week, Michelle.
Yeah, I'm already hearing it from folks in the studio this morning about that 7-day futurecast, which isn't the prettiest one, I'll be honest, for this final week of September. In fact, starting out this Monday with damp and dreary conditions, pockets of drizzle and mist, and the occasional steadier rain shower coming in. Now the setup has a slow moving system, an area of low pressure off to our west. It's bringing in moisture from the ocean, and so those showers are forming to our south and then pushing inland from there. Warm front will approach our area this afternoon and tonight, and that's going to keep the threat of rain showers around. As that front lifts to the north, We're going to get into some warmer weather, but not until tomorrow. Today has a very cool feel for the afternoon. Temperatures at 2 o'clock running at about 66, at 4 o'clock 65, and then at 6 this evening staying on the mild side at about 63. All right, a cringeworthy 7-day, at least for a good part of it, coming up in just a few minutes a little later in the show.